Hey, what's up? It's Sirius and... Fuck. Sirius's Cozy Corner. Woo! Hey, what's up? It's Sirius and welcome back to episode 2 of Sirius's Cozy Corner. In case you're wondering, this is actually called a boyfriend flannel. How appropriate, because I don't have one. So today I wanted to talk about something I have been pretty much promising to talk about on this channel for almost like half a year, like pretty much over half a year now, and that is my experience at the Eras Tour. Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour. Grab yourself a snack because you're going to be seeing some rather embarrassing videos of me. Because I was very unapologetically freaking out the entire time. So, if you've been living under a rock, the Eras Tour was Taylor Swift's massive tour that she basically did between 2023 and the end of 2024. It was amazing. I have been a hardcore Swiftie since Folklore, but I've dabbled in and out of her music in my childhood as well, so it was absolutely amazing seeing her live. If you've seen me on this channel, you know I've done reactions to Taylor albums because I love her. She is amazing. She is queen. She is cat queen. So for all you curious people, I went to London night 1, which was absolutely spectacular. You can so tell that Taylor loves London. She just, and thank you for that. So I'm just gonna start like from the beginning. This is gonna be like kind of like a old-fashioned YouTube story time, but without the overdramatics. Well, so basically, one of my best friends flew in from America to come see the Eras Tour with us because she couldn't get tickets. So I was like, we've got a ticket, I'll come over. So we did. Her name's Tori. Hey, Tori. She's awesome. And we all drove to London with my dad. My dad also went to the tour. He's great. We got there the night before the Eras Tour, and I remember being so nervous the night before the tour because I was just freaking out. I was like, oh my god, this is happening, this is real. Because I've been like watching live streams, doing the Swift Alert app, like I was in deep. I still am, and it's over, so like, So I remember waking up the next day, and it felt very surreal. But I decided, I mean, I'd already planned my outfit like months in advance. It was this amazing dress, this very Folklore dress. In case you didn't know, Folklore is my favorite album. Obviously I was going to go as Folklore, and I had a personalized Peter Pan hat as well, obviously, which ironically I'd planned that outfit before Tortured Poets came out, so which is kind of funny. I really liked my outfit. It was this lovely green dress. I found it for like £3 at a charity shop. That was a freaking steal. That was amazing. I loved it. And my sister went as the classic 1989, and my friend Tori went in the rep era. So we were all very cool. My dad just went as a British dad in a football shirt. So I thought the most anxiety-inducing bit would be the moment she came out on stage, but no, it was when we couldn't get our fucking tickets up to get them scanned. It was about half an hour of literally just, oh my god, are we gonna get in? Are we gonna be sat outside? What's gonna happen? What is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? Are we going to be okay? We were fine. We just had a bad signal, so we joined like a group of like so many other Swifties trying to get signal in like the area, like the help desk of Wembley Stadium. So eventually it was fine. So relieved, thank goodness. And we got to our seats and I was like, bro, these are good seats. Like, I suppose you could say typically that we're in the nosebleeds. And I've heard some people say you're not a real fan if you're in the nosebleeds. That's not fucking true. Financially, not everyone can afford something over the nosebleeds. So yeah, don't fucking listen to that. Stood there because I thought my view would be more like literally just directly onto the stage, like right, like just on the cusp of restricted view. Nope, it was like directly to the diamond, and if you know the stage structure, it's like the stage, walkway, diamond, walkway. So that's like the middle kind of, that's like the best kind of view to have, even if I'm like miles away. It was amazing. I was like, shit, these are our seats. And it took me about like 30 minutes to actually process that those were our seats. And I was like, fuck. I thought someone was going to come and move us. Like, I was like, this is too good to be true. This can't be our seat. Because on like all the like concept maps that people had done for like Wembley, it looked way further that way. So I was like, this is so cool. And literally, because we missed Meta opening, which sucked because of the ticket thing that happened, but we didn't miss Paramore. So about 10 minutes after I sat down, Paramore came on, and I wasn't ready. I was like, fuck, it's Paramore. Literally, like, I wanted to bop out to Hard Times. I wanted to bop out to Still Into You. The only exception, I was swaying like a crazy bitch. Misery Business, even though I didn't know the song as much as I should, it was such a fucking good environment. Everyone was just freaking out. It was amazing. I feel really bad for my sister because she didn't know many Paramore songs, so she was just sat, just smiling, just watching me and Tori just like freak out. But yeah, Paramore was an amazing opener. I'm not gonna lie, I am genuinely jealous that I couldn't get Gracie Abrams or Sabrina, but Paramore put on an amazing show and I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, they went away and I remember thinking, it's gonna be ages till Taylor comes on. It's gonna be like 40 minutes. Nope, it went so fast. It was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I was like, piss off. And then the music got louder and I was like, shit. And then applause started playing and you know what that fucking means. After applause, it's the fucking clock countdown of 2 minutes to You Don't Own Me. And I was like, I'm just gonna show the video. Yeah, and now I'm gonna let you see what happened when the clock came up. Oh my God! Baby, how are you feeling? Yeah, I was really excited. Yeah, I was freaking out, and it's kind of all a blur. Like, Taylor coming out on stage is genuinely a blur because I was like, I think I was hyperventilating. I'm not sure. I was so focused on the stage though. And then when she finally came up on stage, I just started crying. I just burst into tears. Because I couldn't like put two and two together. I couldn't believe that she was actually like the idol, the woman, the most powerful woman I have seen up on a stage. Like I was seeing my idol up on that stage and I couldn't physically believe it. So I don't really remember much of Cruel Summer. I remember it just being a very big blur of, oh my God, I'm at the Eras tour. And then I calmed down, like barely, during The Man. And then I was okay during You Need to Calm Down, Exhibit A. And then Lover started and the tears came right back because even though my favorite Taylor Swift song is Castles Crumbling, it wasn't always that way. Before that was my favorite, Lover was, and it's still like my second favorite. And I remember being so excited to hear that on the tour. So it all just came like, I couldn't believe I was there. I was like, this is insane. And then it went to the Fearless era, which, okay, so the song Fearless has such a cathartic meaning to me. I play it when I'm anxious in the car. It's gotten me through some shit. So Fearless was the moment I was most excited for out of everything in the show. So yeah, this was me. You ready? You ready? I clearly wasn't ready. It seemed forever for her to come out on stage. I was like, oh my God. But I remember wiping my eyes profusely because I was like, I need to remember this. It can't just be a blurry, tearful memory. And I was like, it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. Oh, shit, I just realized I forgot to tell you which outfits we got. That shit's important. Okay, so for Lover, we had the blue and gold bodysuit, which was iconic. But yeah, love that. Iconic. Fearless, we got what is most commonly known as the salt and pepper dress. The silver and black one. I love this dress. If I could have had... I feel like I should tell you the outfits I wanted versus the ones I got just to give you an idea. So for Lover, I really wanted the pink bodysuit and the pink blazer. But I was so happy I got the blue and gold and the black. Fearless, I wanted either the gold fringe or the silver fringe. And I got the silver fringe and I was so happy. It's so good. See, at this point, the tiger stripe and the sapphire wasn't even a thing yet, so I didn't even know that was like a thing. So yeah, and the rest of Fearless, I was like bopping out to You Belong With Me. And then, this is the interesting part. I'm gonna call this the bathroom diary. So I thought, okay, love story, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. It was a tough decision to make, but I made it. So I'm like running to the bathroom and my dad's like, oh, my dad needed the bathroom, so he came with me. And then, so during Love Story, I'm like in the bathroom just hearing the whole crowd like, this is insane. I rush out the bathroom, not wanting to miss the red era, rush back up the stairs, back to my seat, it does the opening bit with the opening the boxes, and then suddenly it dawns on me, my dad isn't with me. He's still waiting for me to exit the top. He hadn't seen me leave. So during 22, I like bolt down the stairs, rush down the hall going, Dad! Come on, we're gonna miss it! So he like rushes back. I'm halfway up the stairs during 22, and it's the closest I'm ever going to get to Taylor Swift. And I literally have to turn around on the stairs to do that. Who's Taylor Swift anyway? Ooh thing. And the reason I had to do that is because she was wearing the Who's Taylor Swift Anyway Ooh shirt. So I was like, no, I can't miss this moment. I'm turning around the stairs and doing it. I don't give a fucking shit. We're fine. So because of that, through most of We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together in 22, I was out of breath from the freaking trek up and down the stairs and my heart racing at about 1,000 miles per hour. That was all kind of a blur. But I remember I Knew You Were Trouble. That was cathartic as fuck. And I remember All Too Well, 10-minute version. It was amazing. Me and my dad were hugging through most of that song. He knows how much I love that song. Me and my dad both play guitar, and that's kind of one of the songs I always play on guitar. So me and my dad were really excited to hear that song. It was a really special moment. I think my sister got a really like sweet picture. I'm gonna put it here. It's just really nice. Thanks, Dad. After the Red era, we shifted right into Speak Now. So I have a story about Speak Now. So basically, I love Speak Now. Speak Now is amazing. I do wish she had more on the set list, obviously, but I'm really happy with Enchanted. I love that song. I remember back in like 2021, 2022, I made like a video. I can't remember. It was like, I said something on Instagram. I think it was like an Instagram story with some text, and it was like, I'm literally crying because I will never hear Enchanted live with a band on a stage. I actually cried myself to sleep. So that was like a full circle shit moment. Like, oh, the universe must actually kind of like me a little bit. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And she wore the champagne dress, which is like the OG dress, like the first one she ever wore for Enchanted. So I love that. Also, it reminds me of the champagne dress from the Speak Now World Tour. So I love that so much. I never told you what I wanted for Red. Okay, my dream t-shirt for Red was I Bet You Think About Me. Just gonna say that now. And my dream dress for Enchanted was... Okay, so it was the pink one. It was the pink one, but now that I've seen... But then Swells got introduced after my show, and I love Swells. Swells is my favourite. I'm just gonna say that. But I love the champagne one. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, my sister was like a wreck. She loves that song. So I was like, I was more focused on getting my sister through that song than me. But then... shit went down. No. The rep era started.
This is actually happening. What do we do? What do we do?
Holy Lord Jesus. Okay, just to give you some context, I'm a rep gal. I love rep. Like, folklore's my fave, rep is my second fave. I love me some Reputation. I have spent multiple hours complaining how I never got to go to the Rep tour. And I watched the Rep tour on Netflix, you know, before it got taken off, thanks a lot. And I used to be like, I want to be there, I want to hear that live, and then my sister knows this, so she knows how much I'm going to freak out. So the Snake Hiss comes on. You know what? I'm just going to show you some snippets because I don't think I can put into words my reaction.
Bitch! Holy shit! No, he was a killer! Because I saw him! This is such a phantom! Say how this is gonna go! Baby! Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
So yeah, clearly I was unstable. In my head, I was thinking, this is possibly the only time in my life I'm ever going to hear this with a live band in Wembley Stadium with Taylor singing it live. I'm going to go mental. And I did. Oh, I did. So obviously at this point, there was only one Rep bodysuit, and that was the black and red. So obviously we were getting that. And later on, there was a new one, gold and black. But I prefer the gold and black, but I love the red and black. So I'm like, I'm not complaining. It was like the vibes were electric. That's all I can explain, especially from the audience. I was so happy. And me and my sister always say this. It was like we had a fucking exorcism during the But She's Dead part because we screamed it so loud. That was one of my favorite eras of the whole thing. I was just on cloud fucking nine. It was amazing. So I'm trying to remember. After Rep, it was Folklore. So I didn't have much time to process. I was like, oh fuck, my favorite album's coming. Obviously, first we had Cardigan. I was so happy because I had Peter Losing Wendy written on my arm. So yeah, here's a clip of me taking full advantage of hearing it live.
I knew you, trying to change the ending, Peter Losing Wendy.
Yeah. I'm a big Peter Pan fan, can you tell? So after that, it was Betty, which meant a lot for my dad because he loves the song Betty. So I was like, I'm going next to my dad, this is amazing. Okay, my third favorite song from Taylor of all time is The Last Great American Dynasty, so you probably know where this is going. I am so sad that she took it off the set list for Europe. But then again, we did get Tortured Poets, but still, like, my sister was the same with Tolerate It. That's one of her faves. We were like, ah. But, you know, I'm just glad I got to go. And then August was amazing. Illicit Affairs. My friend Tori, she went feral, which, fair enough. It was amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Champagne. Oh my god, I forgot about Champagne Problems. Fuck. That was amazing. We did like the foot stomping thing for the standing ovation, and Taylor actually looked kind of worried for a few seconds, like, what the fuck is that? I think Marjorie was next. No, My Tears Ricochet was kind of a blur, but I remember being like healed through that very much. I think I've got a video of that.
Anywhere wrong, just not home.
But after that, there was Marjorie, which was beautiful. It was like the first time, because since it was a lot of it was in daylight, we didn't get to see the light up bracelets. So when everyone put their phone lights on, it was my first kind of view of the whole of Wembley lit up, and it was gorgeous. I'm never gonna forget that moment and that view, because oh my gosh. I remember just looking at it going, I want to take like a photograph in my mind of this. And then obviously there was Willow, which was amazing, gorgeous, awesome. And you're probably wondering, what outfit did you get? Well, I mean, unless you already know because it's everywhere. But we got the berry dress. I really wanted the green one. Obviously, I was dressed in green. I would have loved the green dress. But I had like Peter Pan themed names for these dresses. It's how me and my sister communicated. I'm just gonna tell you. So the green was the Peter Pan dress. The pink was the Michael dress. The white was the John dress. The blue was the Wendy dress. The yellow was the Julia Roberts Tinkerbell dress, specific, and the red was the Rufio dress. So we got the Rufio dress, iconic. But yeah, it was amazing. I loved it so much. And obviously we got the purple cape for Willow, and the berry with purple was absolutely stunning. There were some other folklore dresses that I would have loved, especially the pink one, but she hadn't worn that in so long, it didn't seem likely, and I think she only wore it once after that until the tour ended, so I was like, okay. Anyway, after that was my sister's favorite era, which is 1989. She was so excited. I was excited for her, and also I love 1989, and there was the anticipation of what outfit combo are we gonna get? What is it? Fun fact, we actually got an outfit combo that was only worn once during the whole tour, which I think is amazing. We got the orange top with the blue skirt, which I think appropriately called the Marty McFly. Not only that, but when she plays Shake It Off, the whole floor lights up orange and blue, and the stands light up orange and blue. That's always been the projections. So her outfit happened to match the projections. It was absolutely amazing. And I know she changed a few of the projection lights in like some of the last shows to match with her outfit. I think there was like a green and pink one at one point, but if you'll probably see in the Eras Tour movie, those are like the stage projections. So even if she changed the lights on the bracelets, the stage projections would still be blue and orange. So we had the full fucking shit, and it was absolutely amazing. So I think the only other people who can relate to that are the ones who got the blue top and orange skirt. So that's pretty awesome. 1989 was electric. And it was when the sun was finally going down. So all the light up bracelets were coming out of the shadows, and it was absolutely epic. It was awesome. We caused a minor earthquake during Shake It Off. I'm very happy that I could be a part of that unnatural weather. So much fun. Shake It Off. I've never seen my dad so happy. Like, he was going for it. Like, more than me. And obviously there was Wildest Dreams, Bad Blood, Blank Space, Style. Style was epic. And then after that, we went straight to the Tortured Poets department, which I was so excited about. Amazing. Most cathartic experience of my life, especially during Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. That was so good. But yeah, I remember during But Daddy I Love Him, because I love that song so much, when all the lights like did like a sunshine orange kind of pattern flowing up, and she was just dancing on the stage and running. It was so good, and I loved it, and it was amazing. I remember every time I sat down I was like, stand the fuck back up, you're only going to be here once. So my legs were killing me by the end of all this. I remember we got I think at this point there wasn't two types of dresses, there was only like one dress which had the "I love you, it's ruining my life" quote on it. I actually thought that if she was ever going to have a variant of that dress, it would be black with white writing, but she never did that. And then obviously there's a different outfit for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, and we got the gold top, black bottom, and gold blazer, like gold showman's jacket, which was amazing because I remember that one always reminded my sister of Judy Garland, and she loves Judy Garland, so we were just like having a day with that. It was absolutely amazing. Okay, I know this is the bit that you all want to hear about. The surprise songs. Okay, so I've got to start with her outfit. It was the orange dress, and it was freaking gorgeous. That dress, it was like commonly known on Twitter as like the dress, like the one where she plays some good fucking shit. So I was like, okay, that gives me hope. So there was kind of this consensus that she probably would play London Boy, which I would not have minded at all. That's a great song. I had like a dream list which had like Our Song, Haunted, 15, like Last Great American Dynasty, please, Castles Crumbling, we'll get to that later, The Lakes, all that stuff. And one thing I have been saying, I said to my sister, I don't know why, but I feel like we were probably going to get Hits Different as a surprise song. I could not tell you why I had that instinct. I just did, because I love that song. It is a overrated bop in this household. There is no underrated for that song. It's so good. So me and my sister both love that song so much, and we're always singing it, and we're always like, oh my god, can you imagine if we got this surprise song? And I was like, I have a really odd feeling that we're going to. And it was kind of like a running joke, like, oh, watchers not get it. I shit you not. We were stood in our seats, and she starts playing the guitar and starts fucking singing Hits Different. I was like, no. Like, bro, I'm just gonna show you my reaction. It only gets worse. I just get more feral. And then, okay, she decides to mix it with Death by a Thousand Cuts, which, fucking hell. Ironically, that's a Taylor Swift song on Lover that I've never had in like my top favorites, but I can appreciate a good fucking song and a good fucking bridge. So it's an amazing song, and I was so excited. And then she did like a mega bridge of both bridges, and I thought it was just gonna collapse.
My two favorite bridges. Oh my god! I'm still bleeding. You were the one that I love. I'll keep messaging as a status street girl.
Okay, now we're gonna get to the tea. So I am not delusional enough to think that Taylor Swift did this for me, okay? I'm not that delusional. But at the same time, I put on TikTok 3 hours before the show. I was in Five Guys. And I put a TikTok up saying, Taylor, please play the Black Dog London Night one. You'll have a fan named Sirius in the audience, right? I said that. Okay? She only went and fucking played it. She played it, bro! And then she played Combat Be Here with it, and Maroon. And my sister loves Combat Be Here. Okay, that's like one of her favorite songs. So I'm so happy she got that moment. I'm gonna put some footage in, because you deserve to see that.
It's different, that's amazing. I've never played this one live, so. Oh my god!
Yeah, kind of feral, but totally worth it. And I was still on such a high by the time the Midnight's era started. It was really funny. For Midnight, she wore the dark purple sequin shirt that she did Lavender Haze with the jacket, took the jacket off, did Antihero. I actually have a story about Antihero, so that's probably one of the most relatable Taylor Swift songs for me anyway. But also in 2022, this is for the Marauders fans. In 2022, me and my sister were like reading Crimson Rivers, obviously. If you don't know what that is, research it, totally worth it. But yeah, Antihero was like the regular song. It was the fucking regular song. So every time the bridge would play, would be like, he's laughing up at us from hell. Instead of like she, would say he. So there is actual footage of us at the concert just screaming, he's laughing up at us from hell. We're like, this is too good. We can't not fucking do it. So it was amazing. Regulus was honoured in Wembley. And then obviously there was Midnight Rain, and she came out in, I want to say, the chevron outfit, the chevron bodysuit, I think. Yeah, she did Midnight Rain, Vigilante shit, Bejeweled. I was so excited for Bejeweled, not gonna lie. And Mastermind, which was amazing. And then the final song, Karma, where she wore the dark blue jacket. I love the dark blue jacket. That's like one of the only outfits, besides maybe the rep bodysuit that never changed at that point, that was in the Eras Tour movie. So I was actually really happy about that. It was amazing. Unfortunately, we didn't see much of the fireworks go off because of where we were sat, and Taylor didn't realize that maybe that would be a problem until she went back to London and put the fireworks closer. Thanks. But she did sing Karma is the Guy on the Chiefs because Travis was there. So I was so thrilled. Also, fucking Penelope, fucking Lady Whistledown was there as well. Fucking one. So yeah, that was what ended the night. I'm not gonna go into detail about how hellish the London Underground was after that, because I'd rather honestly just forget. As you may have noted earlier, I said Castles Crumbling is my favourite Taylor Swift song of all time. I wonder what she played London Night 2. Oh wait! I am so happy with the surprise songs I got and wouldn't trade them, but that just felt like a kick in the face. Especially as she sang Thank You Amy as well, like, come on! When I say this stuff, it's mainly in jokes, especially because in Cardiff she played The Lakes and I Hate It Here and I cried. But I feel like my moment was on that day, and I got the right surprise songs. It was an amazing mashup, especially for me and my sister and for Tori, so it was so good. The perfect concert. I loved it. Everything was amazing. And I would love to do it all over again. So a day I would love to relive, if I'm going to be completely honest. Especially so I can get all the guesses on Mastermind correct. If you played Mastermind during the Eras Tour era, you know how stressful that shit was.
One, we've got to leave! She didn't play the platinum. Oh, wait, yes, she did. And the 12,000 gods. And freaking... and Hades and Maroon.
Anyway, I think that's everything. Oh, wait, no. I want to show you. I only got one thing at the merch stall because they're fucking expensive. And this is a small. I think this is an extra small, actually. And it's massive. It's the hoodie. It says Taylor Swift Eras Tour. And it has this on the back. It's the one, obviously, with the Tortured Poets in the middle. So yeah, I think that's everything I want to talk about, like, surrounding the Eras Tour. This has been a very lovely, chatty, Sirius's Cozy Corner. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, whether it be Swiftie-related, book-related, movies, more music, gay, just tell me. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Sirius's Cozy Corner episode 2. Eras Tour discussion, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
What am I supposed to do after that now?